I've been driving the night shift for years, ferrying passengers across the quiet city streets while most of the world sleeps. The job isn't glamorous, but it pays the bills. I've always liked the solitude of the night, the way the city feels like it belongs to me alone. Then came the night that changed everything. At exactly 3 a.m., my cab's system pinged with a new request. No name, just a location, a desolate stretch of road near the abandoned railroad station. I frowned. I didn't recall ever seeing anyone out there, but work was work. I pulled up to the curb, the streetlights flickering as I slowed down. I turned to check the back seat. The door was already closed. A dark figure sat in the back, face obscured by the dim light. "Where to?" I asked, keeping my voice even. Silence. I turned back to the road, my hands tightening on the wheel. I've dealt with all kinds of passengers, drunks, sleepers, even the occasional runaway. But something about this one made my skin crawl. Still, I had a job to do. I drove. The silence stretched. I kept glancing at the rearview mirror, but the dim figure never moved, never spoke. The cab's meter ticked, but there was no address on the app, no destination, just an endless ride through empty streets. "Hey, buddy, I need a location," I finally said, trying to mask the unease in my voice. Nothing. A chill ran down my spine. I reached for my phone to check the app again, but as I did, my radio crackled with static. Then through the distortion, a whisper. "Don't look." My breath caught in my throat. My fingers clenched around the steering wheel. I swallowed hard and forced my eyes to stay forward, resisting the urge to check the mirror. The ride felt like it stretched for hours. The city blurred past, headlights streaking through the darkness. Every muscle in my body screamed for me to pull over, to get out, to run. Then as suddenly as it had begun, the weight in the back seat vanished. I braced myself, forcing myself to glance in the mirror. Empty. My hands were shaking. I pulled the cab over, my breath coming in ragged gas. I turned around, fully expecting to see something, but there was nothing. Just the seat, pristine and untouched. I checked my phone. The ride request was gone, erased from the app as if it had never existed. I tried to shake it off, tried to convince myself it was exhaustion, a trick of the mind. But when I checked my security footage the next morning, my stomach turned to ice. The back door had opened. It had closed, but no one had ever gotten in. I was exhausted, taking the last train home after a long shift. The subway car was nearly empty. Just a few passengers scattered around, all eerily still. I leaned my head back against the seat, watching the tunnels blur past. But when I checked my phone, I realized something was wrong. My stop had already passed. I shot up, pressing the button to request a stop. Nothing happened. The train kept speeding forward, deeper into the tunnel. I turned to the nearest passenger, a man in a suit sitting eerily still. "Excuse me, do you know when the next stop is?" Slowly, he turned his head toward me. His skin was gray, his eyes hollow. His mouth opened, but no sound came out. Just a whisper, soft as death. "We never stop." I stumbled back, heart pounding. The windows outside no longer showed the city, just endless darkness. The reflection staring back at me wasn't mine. It was someone else, someone long dead.